for fun, have a peep in. I always think this is like going through the wardrobe.
Oh yes, most definitely.
In the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe.
Oh, and the lights are on, so we can have a look.
So you can see.
Right.
Here. So this increases the size. So when all of this wall hanging comes down.
And this is another 3 or 4 metres again.
Mm.
So, I mean, this back corner does seem like the appropriate place to have maybe some storage, and this corner here would be the appropriate place to have the wet area where you've already got
this is sewage, isn't it?
A sewage, it is. Shower.
Oh yeah, okay.
So this is what you need.
This is the
sewage.
Water area, probably.
Yes, this would be the water area. They're bringing the water down probably through one of these areas here. We could bring the pipes down alongside, and there's some power up there as well. Good. Good. Well, there's power all around, so it would be really easy to find junctions where we can...
Look at this power thing over here. This seems like a pretty big one.
Oh, yeah, this is a main power source. A main power source. It's 3-phase, but you don't really use 3-phase so much these days. It's quite as simple to change that over to a row of power points.
Right, and there's this here. Is this what? Is this on? What's that one on?
Is that on a post? That's on a post.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure. This is a central post in the building. Oh, that's very interesting. There's a concrete post. So there's a concrete post behind there which goes from floor to ceiling. We know paint. So there's plenty enough paint to do a lot of projects. And as you stated, furniture and the farmers market.
Yeah.
How are you thinking about heating in winter? Is there any thought of heating?
That's another thing, is Project Port Littleton is on about sustainability. That's in our mission statement, and we're looking at retrofitting houses and encouraging people to do that sort of thing. We need to walk the talk ourselves. And do we go for things like double glazing, or you know I'd like that sort of thing to be addressed.
Yeah. Well, colour warms. Like this is a very warm material. This is quite good on walls.
Right.
Like this can actually be put on walls.
Right. If
you want to add another layer of insulation. But once people are working in here, I think this area would warm up quite quickly.
It is. It's I mean, we can talk about that right now in summer.
You know it in winter. Is it cold?
Well, it is. I mean, there's.
This is the steps, and from here you're looking, and you still can't see the far end. I mean, okay, with that open you will be able to, but you'd almost want to be able to see who's standing at the door too. It'd be nice to be able to see through, because you'd see quite far.
Yeah.
You'd see along, and you'd see over the park and down towards the school. So maybe the view could also be taken into account for the placement of the windows.
Yeah, because it's fantastic view, really, when you get out there.
I'll go back down and take a pan.
And it feels like you're in the... It hasn't been the heart of the community, it's sort of been out on the side, but you can see that that's what it can move towards. Really.
So really, you'd be this kind of angle. You won't get the you'd get the trees from up there. But with that reorganised, instead of those nasty fences, you could certainly get a nice view of the port, the hills, the lovely
and the playground and the playground there. It just sort of gives you the sense that you're in the heart of the town.
Yes. Yeah, I like that. I mean, if parents are playing down there with their children and people are up here, it's easy to be invited. You get the feeling that you can be invited into a space like this.
Do you think we should just nip around the corner here and show the relationship between this building and other things?
Okay.
Like we've got the pool here, obviously, the swimming pool right next to us. And when we go upstairs later, you can look down and see what we see from the building. But around here is the old prison site. The old prison cells. I think the people who are dealing with this are quite keen for our area to develop, to get people in it for protection for this area because there's been quite a bit of vandalism.
Yeah, you can see the kids come up here and do their...
See, all the windows have been broken.
And some of them just recently.
Yes.
Yes, they weren't broken a long time ago. Our kids have come in, you can see their tracks. They come up here, they push themselves through, and they're in the space. Yeah. Old toilets. Because it's such a beautiful area. I mean, and if all that's open and that area with the fences is gone and there's a more opening to come through, then in fact what happens is you say, let's go and have lunch over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not seen as having to move everything downstairs and come through quite a horrible space.
And on a beautiful day too, you see the art people can bring their chairs.
Of course they
out
can.
Here
and relax here.
And not even during morning tea time, but they can come out here and if they're doing sketching or sewing something by hand or that, they can come out here. Oh, smell the roses.
Good light. Yeah, I mean even the way these trees are pruned. Really take them back and take another one off this. Take this lower one off and then bring that as far back as possible and bring this fence, bring this as tight as possible around there and clean up that muddy area, and it would really make it quite inviting. This could all be cleaned up by the council. It looks more dangerous than it does safe.
There's a lot of activities upstairs, and I could imagine this space could be used for larger gatherings, maybe, than upstairs could cope with.
Well, that's very important to make sure that it's designed to take, say, 20 or 30 people sitting around.
Yeah, I mean, it would mean we'd have to shift things.
But it'd be
and I
nice
wouldn't
to
say
know.
it was a high priority of its use. The main priority is using it as a creative area for people to come in. And I'm not meaning just artists or professional artists, I'm meaning everyone in the community, young, old. There'll be courses. But even in the non-course time, people can come in if there's someone in the building and start fiddling with whatever.
Right.
One of the benefits of it is that people will be able to leave out their stuff.
Well,
there'll be a
that's
certain amount
right.
of tidying away, but not shutting absolutely everything away in cupboards, so that it takes a whole lot of downtime before you can get on to being creative.
So it's different in that regard from the gymnasium
and the rec centre.
and the rec centre, which actually does have space for public meetings.
Yes, I think.
And is more kind of geared towards that.
So we don't want to actually put too much effort into making a space for gathering because that function's already
Right.
in other buildings.
Right. So upstairs, this is obviously we're upstairs now and looking down to the stairwell I came up.
Which, by the way, I think by regulation we need to have a board across there.
Oh, you need a handrail.
No, here.
No? Oh, you got one.
A board up here.
Yes, we do. Yes, you're right.
The children are
900 mils.
up and fall over.
They do.
Hasn't happened yet.
No. Oh, and this is the kitchen, and again, looking out from the top floor, you can see from up here the you can see almost down to the corner of London Street, and coming up you can see the bus stop, and then there's the swimming pool. So it would be quite good for some signage to be on the building at a point where almost anyone in the community trying to find it will not have to search in vain. Okay, well we're talking about current access. Is really the main current access is through the community garden.
From way up the top there on St David Street.
Right. Let's have a little wander. So past the glass house. Up the stairs, along the wall, up the driveway to those double fences up there.